Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, and you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And I know it's been a while since I've been at it with the podcast, you know what I'm saying? The Wilson Block Magazine website is now offline, and we got some updates coming up on that. But we're not going to talk about that right now because that's an issue that deserves its own little topic, podcast, whatever, okay? But today, I want to talk about real quick how to identify computer viruses before clicking or downloading anything, okay? And this is just, a practical idea that came to my mind when I thought about, how people get computer viruses. And I remember someone got a computer virus, and I was just thinking to myself, like, as much as I be on a computer, as much stuff as I download, as much stuff as I'm researching and going to on the internet, I don't get viruses. Okay, I just don't get computer viruses. Just like I don't really have to reset my password. Okay, and I got a podcast episode on that on the YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. How to create a password. Okay, I had to go there and spell it out for niggas. You know what I mean? But look, I'm still using the same password since middle school. Okay, I'm 30 years old. Okay, you do the math, son. Okay, and today I'm going to tell y'all how to identify computer viruses before clicking so you can maintain a clean and efficient system. Okay, but like with anything else, we got to jump into this local music because you know what it is, man.
Promises, but all you do is promise demise. Dark in the skies, harbor hearts with arsonist eyes. Arsonist dies, heart and mind on opposite sides. Can't defibrillate, I indicate some sparks of deprived. I hope you notice that despite your gorgeousness, that you caused this shit. Said we was aligned, but now the lines are clawed. You curving all my calls and shit. Female friends, they tell me I sound desperate cause I'm reaching out. Then they think you'll be about all that shit you read about in bitter posts. Been opposed to splitting souls, but shit, my toes got worn in on these hidden roads that's been exposed. I went to the strip club after you dissed us and split up, but I had an epiphany. See, all that shit you give to me, I got from a stripper. Then I dipped and didn't miss her. Asked myself, how did it differ? I gave her dollars for pleasure. I gave you knowledge letters, chocolates and sweaters. Time and my effort, and you promised we'd be together, but lied to me.
You're selling me hours when you know you don't have the time. You're buying me flowers whose petals are about to die. You're making me promises upon promises, and promises the promise of life. You're selling me hours when you know you don't have the time.
Well, I'll admit it, you really took a piece of my heart, a thief in the dark. Some shit I should've seen from the start is that we really had no reason embarking on this journey. Besides that I felt unworthy and thought that you never hurt me. Plus you're so sexy, my body is so sexy. And I owe you pennies for your thoughts when we ain't talk, cause you show me panties like an ox. I'm plugging in to make it louder while we smoking on that sour, discussing definitions of power. Chakras aligning in universes. It was me and you versus the world, and now it's me and you versus a whirlwind. I guess that's how worlds end. Promises by marriage and couple of babies, damaged by the passions of time. A couple of maybes, coupled with the crazy thoughts about me smashing some dimes. Ask myself why, if I don't love myself, then I can never love you. And I ain't loved myself since I loved you. Yes, it's true. If I don't love myself, then I can never love you. And I ain't loved myself since I loved you.
You're selling me hours when you know you don't have the time. You're buying me flowers whose petals are about to die. You're making me promises upon promises, and promises the promise of life. You're selling me hours when you know you don't have the time. You're selling me hours when you know you don't have the time. You're buying me flowers whose petals
the afternoon, somewhat kinda slow. I'm thinking about the homie just got quoted, he ain't never banged before. Yeah, it's 97, it's too late for that shit. I don't trip, I take a sip and then I think I'm still drinking. Yeah, the hood is leaking, all my little freaks is like creeping. Then I found out all the niggas we put down was like bitches, motherfucking snake ass bitches. See, never know, more slipping. I'm still tripping how they say Pac's gone, but I still hear new songs. I guess the real niggas feel it, yeah, they feel it. And all the cowards around the world really did, I know they did. See, I needs a new back to that big head monopoly money, it ain't funny. A nigga need them bills to fold when I roll. We in the industry, we like hoes on a stroll. So I'ma stick a nigga before I go see ya. My youngest daughter, she like spoil. So if I have to sell a gang of cavi, yeah, spread my soil, I'ma do this because my niggas rents due. Plus all the little shit that me and Chaos done been through. Plus collaborations from my nigga Hutch. He keep a nigga pocketbook huff. No more swap meet 10K. A nigga feel good on this road through Cordier. Who wanna play? I still hang with my niggas that sell that shit. I'll tell you how much it costs and where to get it. ATL got clientele, so you know that we gon' flip it. Riding wild in the west with a meal ticket.
Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Life is one big escapade. You won't know till it's too late. Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Every day's an episode. Can you handle?
Now I was taught to sit down and shut up when grown folks speak, and keep your head in them books, fuck them streets. But said I be out here chillin' with my next of kin, tryna dodge doing 20 in the pen. So count me in on the half of them two things, so I can paint a much brighter picture for my brain. And things change. My baby mama think that I'm a bank. She keep my cars always on a full tank. Yeah, mama be telling me to slow down, take a deep breath and step back and look around. Yeah, cause I don't think that I can grind forever. I got to trust who I can trust and put up for bad weather. I shake bras to the left, cause I don't know who gon' try to gank me and shank me for my wealth. Yo, I learned from my great uncle Quinn that there's a thin line between you and your ends.
Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Life is one big escapade. You won't know till it's too late. Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Every day's an episode. Can you handle the load? Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Life is one big escapade. You won't know till it's too late. Sometimes I can't fight the feeling. See setbacks, they come by the millions. Every day's an episode. Can you handle the load?
Okay, and welcome back to Wilson Block 100 Radio. Okay, I know that I squeezed the extra one in there on y'all, you know what I'm saying, for damn near 6 minutes. Thank y'all for, you know what I'm saying, tuning in, you know what I'm saying. I was above the law, deep as the Bruce. And we're going to go ahead and get to the subject matter at hand, okay? How to identify computer viruses before clicking. Now, listen. I go all the way back to middle school with this, man. I remember my boy Brandon Thornton, okay? We was up at Elliott Middle School, and he was accessing my home computer from the school computer, okay? And that fascinated me. Ever since then, I've been just a computer junkie. I mean, back in the day, I was real particular about just seeing that download bar go across. It was just something about that just was so satisfying for me. And I remember, man, We went and got a custom-made computer. Dude tried to put Windows 98 on there, and so I was like, "Look, man, I asked for a Pentium 4, Windows XP. Don't play with me." You know what I mean? And we got the computer, and I remember I was so much of a download junkie. I was downloading Norton antivirus and McAfee antivirus. It froze my computer, and LimeWire, Ares Galaxy was big back then, and all that, and back then, I had my share of, downloading computer viruses, on the dial-up connection, Everybody was more or less new to the internet, and pretty much, let me just go ahead and say this, man. Avast or AVG is one of the best free antivirus programs, okay? If you get one of those two programs, okay, for your computer, just make sure you get that before you really bust out and start doing your stuff. Just go ahead and get it. It's not going to hurt. It actually might just save you, okay? Avoid clickbait at all costs, okay? It includes, email phishing scams and people that's trying to talk you up out of your sensitive information, okay? Names, passwords, things like that, you know what I mean? Know what you're doing and where you're going, okay? You're on the internet, know what you're doing, okay? You're checking your email, okay? You're just checking stuff out, you're reading up on stuff, you're watching videos. Understand what you're doing, and so you don't just end up clicking on something random that gets your attention, because, these advertisers, man, they're targeting the impressionable people, okay? The people that will click on that impulsively, or maybe out of curiosity, who knows, but it's gonna pretty much follow through and be one of the people that click it, okay? Now me, I don't click ads, okay? If I click an ad, it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? It's like me getting stuck in traffic. If I get stuck in traffic, it's an accident. I got caught, okay? Because if I knew there was traffic, I was gonna avoid it. You know what I mean? And know where you're going, meaning like know the websites that you're going to. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's easier for me to say having experience, on the internet and websites and building websites and browsing websites and all this stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm giving you the game right here, you know what I'm saying? Potential viruses have awkward file names, okay? So if you got a file name that's .exe, that may be okay, but you want to pay attention to the patterns, man. If it's too awkward and if it's too irregular, then it just might be a suspicious file. Do not click it. Now, a lot of these websites, they trick you into clicking these ads, and you click them, and before you know it, you got a virus, and it can easily happen on an accident. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know what to look for, what things look like, just to avoid it altogether. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't get computer viruses because I just know how to avoid them, okay? Even if I'm downloading files, I have a pretty good sense of, what file is good for downloading, which one isn't, okay? If you see ads, don't click the ads. Just Google it, okay? Just search it, okay? If you see an ad for, shampoo and conditioner, and it might be a sale or something, or, an iPad or something, don't click the ad, okay? Unless you hover over it and it shows that it's a Google click ad, that might be safe to do. But a lot of stuff are redirects that try to install, viruses and different little programs and extensions on your computer, man. You don't want that, okay? And if you're suspicious of phishing, man, observe everything, okay? Because even me being as savvy as I am, I've been a victim of fraud. I've been a victim of people calling off fish scams. You know what I'm saying? People, impersonating people I would think would be in charge of it. You know what I'm saying? And they would really call and play the role. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, they might just talk me out of my password. You know what I'm saying? Walk me through resetting my password and all that type of stuff. But that's what it is, man. That you just got to identify these computer viruses before you click them, and you'll be better off. Your system will be efficient. And, you're going to get the years you need to out of your system, man. It's your boy, Mistah Wilson. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And until next time, I'm out.